Good morning, everybody. In this session, I'm going to tell you about catalyst. This session includes catalyst, types of catalyst, examples, catalysis, characteristics of catalyst, and optimum temperature. Next, catalyst. What is the meaning of catalyst? Here, consider this reaction A plus B gives C. Okay, this is a reaction. In the presence of this substance called catalyst, the reaction either going to increase or it will decrease the reaction. Okay, this substance is known as catalyst. Understood? For example, apple, right? After we cut it, after a few minutes it will turn brown, right? Why is it so? It is because after cutting, when we expose to air, the oxygen from the air will react with the phenol compounds present in the apple. In the presence of PPO enzyme, the reaction of becoming brown will be more. Understood? Here, PPO enzyme will act as a catalyst. Clear? Okay. Next, types of catalyst. There are two types of catalyst. One is positive catalyst, another one is negative catalyst. What is the meaning of positive catalyst? It means in the presence of this catalyst, the reaction will going to be increase. Understood? For example, I have taken decomposition of ozone layer. Here, O3 decomposes to give O2 and oxygen atom. Right? In the presence of CFC, CFC means chlorofluorocarbon, the global warming will increases. In the same way, it will accelerate the decomposition of ozone layer. Hence, CFC, chlorofluorocarbon, we call it as a positive catalyst for depletion of ozone layer or decomposition of ozone. Understood? Okay. Next, what is the meaning of negative catalyst? Negative catalyst means in the presence of this type of catalyst, the reaction will going to be decrease. Example for this is decomposition of hydrogen peroxide H2O2 will going to give you H2O H2O plus O2. Here equation is not balanced. See here in the reactant side H2 is there, here hydrogen 2 molecule is there, here oxygen 2 atoms are there, here 3 atoms are there. We have to balance the equation. So I'm writing here 2 is there, here 3 is there. So I'm writing here 2. Now hydrogen will become 4 here. So I'm writing 2 here. Okay. Now 4 hydrogen atom. Here also 4 hydrogen atom. Here also 4 hydrogen atom. Here there are 4 oxygen atom. Here 2, here 2. Now equation is balanced. This decomposition of hydrogen peroxide in the presence of manganese dioxide, the reaction going to be slower. Understood? Here MnO2 act as a negative catalyst. Understood? Next, catalysis. What is the meaning of catalysis? It means, for example, the reaction A plus B going to give you C as a product. Okay, this is an example. Here I am using catalyst. I have written simply Ca. Okay. Here A plus B will going to give you C as a product in the presence of Ca. Okay. For example, I have taken it as a positive catalyst, so it is going to increase the rate of reaction. Okay. So whole process is known as catalysis. In other words, the process at which chemical reaction may increase or decrease due to the presence of catalyst without changing its composition. This process is known as catalysis. Clear? Next, homogeneous catalysis. What is the meaning of homogeneous catalysis? Here, I have taken the example of formation of sulfur trioxide using nitric oxide. Okay, sulfur trioxide will form from SO2 sulfur dioxide is in a gaseous form plus oxygen is also in a gaseous form to give product sulfur trioxide is also in a gaseous form. Here is a reversible one. Here I have used nitric oxide as a catalyst. Okay, nitric oxide also is in a gaseous form. Here reactants sulfur dioxide and oxygen are in a gaseous form, right? And also catalyst nitric oxide is also in a gaseous form. It means both reactant and catalyst are in the same state. This is known as homogeneous catalysis. Clear? And here also equation is not balanced because here the reactant 4 oxygen atom. Here in the product side there is only 3 oxygen atom. So I will write 2 here. Now it will become 6. Here I have written 2. Now 2 sulfur atom. Here also 2 sulfur atom. Here 2 into 2 4 oxygen atom plus O2 6 oxygen atom. Here 6 oxygen atom. Now equation is balanced. Clear? Okay. Next, heterogeneous catalysis. What is the meaning of heterogeneous catalysis? It means reactants and catalyst are in a different state. For example, formation of ammonia. Here, ammonia is formed by nitrogen plus hydrogen atom will give rise to ammonia. Ammonia. Here, nitrogen is in a gaseous form. Hydrogen is in a gaseous form. And it form ammonia is also in a gaseous form. In the presence of iron powder, catalyst is in a solid form. Here N2 is there, here only Nn is there, right? N is there. Here H2 is there, H3 is there. Equation is not balanced. So to balance that, I have written 2 here. Now 2 nitrogen atom, there are also 2 nitrogen atom. Here 6 hydrogen atom. Here what we have? Only 2 hydrogen atom. So I have written 3 here. Now equation is balanced. Now, what is the meaning of heterogeneous catalysis? It means reactants, nitrogen and hydrogen are in a gaseous form. Here, iron we used as a catalyst, it is in a solid form. Hence, reactant phase and catalyst state is different now. This is known as heterogeneous catalysis. Clear? Next, characteristics of catalyst. First one, unchanged in mass and composition. That means I have already told you about the hydrogen peroxide decomposition, right? In that case, we are used MnO2 as a catalyst, right? MnO2, if you are taking 1 gram means as a catalyst, after the reaction also it will be in a 1 gram only. Okay, and also composition manganese and oxygen. This composition will not change. It will remain as it is. Clear? Next, small amount is enough. It means only little bit of catalyst is enough to accelerate or decrease the reaction. And catalyst will not start or end the reaction. Okay, it will only accelerate or decrease the reaction. Clear? Specific catalyst is required for specific reaction. What it means? It means for decomposition of hydrogen peroxide, I have taken manganese dioxide as a catalyst, right? This manganese dioxide will not act as a catalyst for oxidation of sulfur dioxide. Clear? For oxidation of sulfur dioxide, we have to use only nitric oxide. It means specific catalyst is required for specific reaction. Clear? Okay. What is reversible reaction? It means reactants will give product. Simultaneously, that product will give reactants back. Right? This catalyst will not affect the reactions. It means for both forward and backward reaction. But what it will do? It will only slower the equilibrium state. It means in the presence of catalyst, equilibrium state will be time will be small compared to when we are not using catalyst. No? Understood? Okay. Next, finely divided form of solid is more active. It means we have used powdered iron as a catalyst, right? If we are using any solid catalyst in the form of powder or finely divided pieces, it will be more active. The catalyst will be more active. Clear? Okay. Next, optimum temperature. What it means? It means at a particular temperature. At a particular temperature, efficiency of that catalyst is more. This is known as optimum temperature. For example, uh, enzymes in our body. Body temperature is 37 degrees Celsius. No, in the present at 37 degrees Celsius, enzyme will act, and its efficiency also nice. Clear? Okay. Thank you.